We are now live. We are now live. 1 second. Let me just double check the YouTube is working. 1 second, guys. Mr. Harding, are you okay to really take over this one? Because the way and you'll understand when you come in real life. We've got some homies here. We've got Landry here, Jay here, right? And I want to connect them to the big speakers, but I can't talk to you and be connected to the big speakers. Does that make sense? We've got like a big TV setup. Or are we looking for the back-to-back thing?
No, that's fine. I can run it.
All right, 1 second. You'll meet everyone. Bro, I've made so many people available. Sorry, 1 second.
As long as everyone,
bro, I've made so many people.
Tuesday.
Okay. Sorry, go on.
As long as everyone you're talking about is coming through on Tuesday, then yeah.
Yeah. It's there's a lot of people who are made free on Tuesday. You're basically a celebrity on Tuesday. Can't lie.
Jeez.
All right. So, what's good, people? It's currently 7 minutes past 8 p.m. UK time, Friday, the 1st of March, 2024. It is officially spring, but it is still Q1. Don't let that spring, summer, autumn, winter thing in the Western world fool you. You have to think of financing quarters Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So we're still in Q1, okay? Now, NFT Fridays is a free weekly webinar every single Friday, 8 p.m. till 8 p.m. till 9 p.m. UK time since April 2022, soon approaching our 100th stream. Follow us at instagram.com/blockchain.sensei and also TikTok, of course, and Twitter. Click the link in Blockchain Sensei IG bio. In fact, can we just celebrate that we are now officially on 6 in-person workshops called Create Tech, which is an in-person workshop where we help artists with their creativity, monetizing on their art with Web3. And I'm super proud to share that in the room, we've got Lanrai, who has attended every single Create Tech. He's never missed one, which I think is absolutely fantastic. He's been nearly first to come and first to leave. So that's when you know he's really tapped in. And he's really good at futures trading. So first to come and last to leave. Yes, my bad. Yeah. And he's also a really good future trader. Yeah, when you guys lock in, you're gonna like this guy. You're gonna like this guy. Okay, so make sure I'm sharing the screen still. Cool. 3 shows a week, Monday, Friday, Sundays, 8 p.m. plus. Click the link in our bio. superjoe.com/blockchain sensei for everything blockchain sensei, including our dojo subscription webinar, which you have to sign up to because the price of this is going to skyrocket soon. We may actually stop accepting people. Free Telegram. Sorry? Okay, so there's multiple tiers of the dojo. I feel like the matrix is attacking my screen right now. Is it shaking for you guys? Okay. I am going to stop sharing my screen because obviously the matrix is attacking. And then I'm going to share the Zoom and I'll let Mr. Harding take over. Share this instead. And then I'm going to make Mr. Harding the host. I'm going to be silent soon because of the way, like I said, technically speaking, I need to hook up Mr. Harding to the speaker. And then you're on a big screen. Okay, cool. Make co-host. Yeah, amazing. Where were we at? Yeah. So just before we get into the disclaimer, because we're absolutely not financial advisors, the reason why you should sign up to the dojo is because the dojo is single-handedly, in our humble non-financial advice opinion, the greatest crypto trading, investing, and crypto and digital asset management subscription service you can ask for. Why? Because let me tell you who we can't compete with in terms of like the digital because I'm going to be honest, right? This isn't like I subscribe to Andrew Tate's The Real World, and I will never unsubscribe. And big up to Professor Adam, and they've got an amazing digital products with a back end and a community. But guess what? You get drowned out by the noise. I love Luke Belmont. Always shouting out Luke, and I love Capital Club, and I love that income producing ecosystem. What's our edge? Because I need to tell you what's our edge. There's loads of amazing digital products that you should definitely check out. I paid thousands to Ken Mack, right? I love Ken Mack. What makes us special? What makes us special? What makes us special is you pay at the lowest end £50 a month, right, to speak to me and Jay for 5 hours a week and get
Wow.
and I between me and Jay, I think we put 80 to 100 hours between us of research and backtesting, and we put the alpha in the Telegram before anywhere else. And you are in an elite circle of less than 25 people. No, I am not a multimillionaire, but I really do this for real in terms of living, eat, breathing the market, and I roll with integrity, and I love this. And I've already gave out over 300 videos with Mr. Harding for free. So it's the only place where I can really reply quickly as well, because I can't reply to my WhatsApp, I can't reply to my DMs, but I can reply in the dojo quickly because that's where my snipers are. So you should subscribe to separate yourself from everyone else who's not there yet, because it will get to 1,000 subscribers, and we will get a fancy back end like the real world, and we'll do all of this if you believe in us, right? But that's the low end at £50, and then you can get mid tiers and high tiers. At the mid tier, you can get access to Mr. Harding, I think 2 or 3 times a week. And then you can even get access to Yusuf for Forex and gold. I am going to be in the market for the rest of my life. I will absolutely learn to short gold and trade Forex and oil. But right now, I'm just mastering crypto because crypto is very hard and I'm a real decentralized finance practitioner. So if you believe in me, then please subscribe because you will absolutely get enough value. And if you don't get enough value, I will personally refund you out my personal pocket. Okay? That's the promise. I will refund you. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing it mainly for now, philanthropically. Basically, the dojo right now is more of a philanthropy move, and as more people subscribe, it will become more capitalistic. So it will cost 3 to 5,000 to be in the dojo. But right now, it's only £50 because there's only like 12 to 15 people on this webinar, and we are highly undervalued. We are more undervalued than any meme coin you can find on the market. So if you believe in us, subscribe, and I'll give you your money back if you don't get results in 3 months. Okay, that's why you should subscribe. Is that a good enough pitch?
That was a very fair pitch. That was very fair.
Thank you.
Wokash
Okay,
is going to be very proud when he watches this one.
amazing. I will give it over to you, and I'm going to be a bit of a, I'm going to be a ghost in the room because I need to connect you to the big speakers. If you want me to talk, I need to unplug from the speakers and then talk. So I can talk, but just you need to give me like 20 seconds to talk.
Go on, fire it up. So, ladies and gentlemen.
Disclaimer.
Oh, we got to do a disclaimer. Yeah, sorry. I'm just checking the sequence. Yeah, it's there. Okay, cool. So, disclaimer. Where can you find our disclaimer? You can find it on the Blockchain Sensei website. How do you find the Blockchain Sensei website? You just go to www.blockchainsensei.com. Fairly simple. The disclaimer is here. I'm going to speed run through this because we're already 15 minutes in, and I'm actually at a live event right now, which I host every single Friday at Sunset House with Solana. So all content is for education, information, entertainment purposes only, and should not be considered as investment advice or recommendation to buy, sell, hold any assets, or place any trades. Please do your own research. Or content is intended to use to be based on your own circumstances. You should always take independent professional advice from a professional advisor, or independently research and verify all information you may find on our show that you wish to rely upon, whether you wish to make an investment decision or otherwise. All investments come with risk. Please do your own research. We are not financial advisors and do not intend to be perceived or received as financial advisors. However, we are working in collaboration with several accredited advisors. If you're unable to get your risk, then please contact us immediately so we can refer you to an accredited financial advisor. So on that financial advisor piece, I want to just, again, we've got like a whole episode to do, but I'm probably going to have to break this episode into 2 because I'm on a short time span and there's a couple of things that are happening in the space that have to be mentioned. That nobody is talking about because everyone's too scared to talk about these topics because it will mean that you get ops And I don't care about ops. So I care about some ops, but not all of them. Now, one of the ops that has not been spoken about, big shouts out to, let's talk about the ops first and then we'll go on to the wins. Okay, cool. So this is the share price of the last 6 months of the #1 financial advisory company in the United Kingdom. The advisory firm has set aside 426 million to refund client claims where charges were made for ongoing advice whilst not actually providing it. The UK's #1 financial advisory firm. This reflection and ongoing correction is thanks to the Financial Conduct Authority doing what it should have done years ago. Corporate greed, me and mine over you and yours, is what got St. James's Place here. Yes, there are a few bad apples in every firm or profession. When it comes to dealing with other people's money, this is unacceptable. But where's the real cancer at play here? Bigger initial earnings than that for ongoing service incentives, a sell and forget culture in some, restricted advice model, and a lazy excuse to sell expensive stuff that doesn't produce results as evidence. So what keeps happening with St. James's Place, and they mainly work with a lot of footballers, this is how I know about this, a lot of the people that work for the company, not all, because we work with some St. James's Place advisors, but the majority don't care about the people that they're advising to. And what they do is they just sell people expensive products, mainly investing into the FTSE, a FTSE tracker, where they make massive bonuses or get like 10% of whatever you put in back in cash, and then they go and invest it in other things themselves. So this is some of the practices that are happening here. And yeah, everyone's getting in trouble for it. No, not me. So what encourages people to refer their clients? If you think it's because they want the best professional to help their clients, that's commonly gold. I've noticed they tend to refer to after receiving a few free gifts or golfing experience. The old "I'll scratch your back as long as you scratch mine" is perfectly fine for St. James's Place partners to wine and dine over professionals. However, if those professionals then feel obliged to and do refer their clients to the excellent in their clients' best interest exist elsewhere, they're actually worse than these partners who have failed to do what is right by their clients. There are too many fakeries out there pretending to only care about their clients, when in fact, all they care about is their own pockets. As usual, the clients end up paying whilst others are paying. The game is coming to an end. So the positive is, while St. James's Place are out there mocking man like Jeremiah Johnson is out there putting on not just the man them, but the women of ethnic minorities as well. So big shouts to Jeremiah Johnson for what he did at Manchester Met Uni with She Nurtures Network. Big love there. They got a shout out from Super Team today on the Super Team Town Hall from Solana. So yeah, that's that one. And then my final thing, can everyone see my screen? Yeah. It's gone to the Twitter page, yeah?
Yeah. It's on, yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Is that your LinkedIn?
No, it should be on my Twitter.
No, right, it's on your LinkedIn.
Yeah.
LinkedIn.
Sound doesn't exist.
Hold up a sec. Hold up.
As though it doesn't exist.
Subsidiary.
Give me a second.
Because there's no registration.
I'm just gonna put some up, and then I want people to comment in chat or comment what is wrong with this picture. So let me share screen. What's wrong with this picture?
That you had to remove the glasses?
Yep.
And I mean, obviously, the power of your eyes is, I mean, more or less, because of which you won't be able to focus.
Nope, you can't wear glasses and use the Apple Vision Pro.
Yeah, does that, I mean, does it give you an unclear vision of the inside of the VR?
Yep. Whereas Oculus, they've made it so that you can wear your glasses whilst using it. Apple clearly don't care about their customers because the majority of their customers are probably going to be people that wear glasses. The CEO of Apple, Tim Cook, wears glasses but can't use Apple Vision Pro. If that isn't a mockery, wow. If that's not, you know how everyone's always talking about, yeah, we're inclusive, we're LGBT friendly, we're friendly for autistic people, we're friendly for people on the spectrum, da, 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 da. You're not even friendly for people that wear glasses. So
I think I mean they as a businessman have failed in their research as well.
Horribly.
Yeah, it's a massive the oversight in it. They've just not factored it into at all.
So apparently there is something that you can get for people that wear glasses, but guess what? It costs you £300. So you're telling me just because I wear glasses, I've got to pay an extra £300 on top of the £2,500 I already paid? Big Apple with their big cash aren't willing to sort it out for me that wears glasses for free.
This is now.
You telling me Apple haven't got the cash for that? Nah, it's a violation. Straight violation.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, just thought I would tweet that out there. Anyone that can, please retweet it. I'm trying to get Apple's attention here because I want them to interview me because I'm going to tear them. I'm going to destroy them.
Have you tweeted it, bro? I'll retweet it right now.
Yeah, it's on the Blockchain Sensei Twitter. I'll put it in the chat of this so everyone can.
I'm already in this, so I'll retweet it, bro. Retweet, repost.
Because I clocked it when I first started seeing the videos, and the pictures. I didn't see one video of Tim Cook wearing it. I saw pictures of him wearing it, but I didn't see one video. And I was like, why is there no videos of this guy wearing it? Then I clocked.
Bro, what could be? I mean, they should have probably known that the people with glasses couldn't wear that. I mean,
bro, they knew the whole time. They knew the whole time.
Yeah, they knew. What could be the idea behind this? Then producing such a
make more money. Gadget. They're trying to make money out of people with bad eyesight. There's no other excuse for it.
I mean, how is one a bad eyesight could buy this?
They're just like, you know what? It's a way of us making an extra £300 per customer.
I mean, are they? Are they giving this an option of having eyeglasses with it?
Nope. You have to buy the upgraded version.
Okay. So which could match your vision power, right?
Yeah.
Oh God.
But then if you get that version, other people can't use your Vision Pro.
That's fucked.
Yeah, it's
that's
a bit
crazy,
mad.
Man. That's mad. That's ridiculous.
So,
Absolutely ridiculous.
So yeah, I thought I would bring those two things to light because you're not going to see anyone talking about this on the internet. Nobody is trying to get at Apple for this. No one. Because they've got everyone in the palm of their hand. But it is what it is. But anyway, let's just quickly whiz through some of this report. So this is about the convergence, which we've been talking about for a very, very long time at Blockchain Sensei. What is convergence? It's basically where technologies merge together. And one of the things that this report is saying is that the main gist of it, I'll just read some highlights out of it. Basically, where's all my highlights gone? Right, let me go to my highlighted annotated, which I thought this was that, but it's not. Okay, so my first highlighted note is 2.1. So my first highlighted note is
Bro, is there any update on Solana Scribe results?
On Solana's what?
Solana Scribe result.
No, not as far as I'm aware, no. So this is the key alpha in this report. What you want to do is these are the key areas where Outlier Ventures, one of the biggest VCs in crypto, are paying attention to. AI has got massive momentum. Crypto has got massive momentum. If you find the projects that combine the two that actually solve a massive real world problem, you're going to make money. So these areas are AI, zero knowledge machine learning. So zero knowledge is where you don't have to put your personal information, your personal information isn't attached to something. So that's one area. How can you find those projects? Go on Google, go on CoinMarketCap, type in what you're looking for. Next is AI collaborative agents. So this is AI agents that do tasks for you and use smart contracts. Next one, decentralized model training. This is probably the biggest and most important one. This is basically, at the moment, all AI, a lot of the data that it's trained on comes from the same place. So say, for example, so it means it has a lot of biases, which means sometimes people from ethnic minorities are forgotten in the AI training. An example of this is Canva. If on Canva, you try to get it to generate an AI image of a Asian girl wearing a hijab, it won't do it. It just doesn't know what a hijab is. So they might have updated it since the last time, but someone I'm working with has got video evidence that Canva doesn't know what a hijab is, which is pretty mad. In 2024, talking about inclusivity. Anyway, so that's one thing, is decentralized model training, which will allow people to put up their data, their personal data, to train AI models without actually giving away their ID. So that's going to be huge. Smart contract audits done by AI. So a big thing in the development space is when you're making the smart contract, or you're releasing a big NFT or whatever, you have to get the contract audited. So it's like checking that it's got no bugs in it, it hasn't got any clawbacks, so that people can drain your wallet or whatever. AI can help with that because the AI can just go through the code really quickly. And then the final one is dev support. I think this is probably the biggest one in my opinion. It's not the biggest one to them. This is just tools that help developers code faster. So there's a platform called ThirdWeb, in fact, that works in a similar way. It basically allows people that don't know how to code to make smart contracts. And I think platforms like that, where people will be able to build websites, build apps without knowing how to code because of AI, I think that is the future. The other bit is user expectations. So because of AI, what's happening is people are getting really used to like really good front ends. So using ChatGPT, it's a great user experience. That's why it took off. Because I say over and over again, I hate Apple, but they are one of my biggest investments because they just know how to make a good user experience, apart from if you're wearing glasses. So when they make these good user experiences, people buy into things emotionally, and then they just take off. You can have the best system on the end, but if the user experience isn't good, they're not going to talk about it. They're not going to be a raging fan. So yeah, the key thing is, so I want you to take note of this sentence here. The solution instead resides in the convergence of the two elements, AI forming the front end, while blockchain technology can form the back end, creating a unified tech stack. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because some of the things we're going to read here repeat in this report. So I think that Outlier Ventures have actually cheekily used AI to make this report. So this possesses limitations such as data breaches and privacy concerns. Similar, blockchain greatly enhances back-end data integrity with its decentralized ledger system, but often pairs with less dynamic conventional front ends. So again, it's just basically saying that a lot of the time in the blockchain space, the back end is great, but the front end is dog shit, as we can see a lot of the time. The convergence of AI and blockchain addresses these technological challenges. Blockchain technology is about storing data. AI is about increasing value extraction from data. So combining the two together, you get a bigger output. So this is where I started noticing, hang on a minute, it's saying the same thing, because what forces are driving the convergence between AI and blockchain technology? And then it's just basically repeating what I said before. So I was a bit like, okay. So one of the other big problems with AI, which I know a lot of people don't like it, but I've said it once and I'll say it again. Unfortunately, we are going to need CBDCs, whether we like it or not, because one of the biggest problems in the world right now is people getting scammed. And with AI, it's only going to get worse. I don't know if anyone heard about this Charlie and the Chocolate Factory thing that happened where people went and it was like a fake dead Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. People went to it because it looked good based on images people had made on Midjourney. So how mad is this going to get when people can start using things like Sora? Like we've warned about this already on Blockchain Sensei. We've warned about it plenty of times. OnlyFans and people selling holidays, people selling houses, cars, people selling all sorts of shit which doesn't exist with AI, and people are going to buy it. But if you had CBDCs, you'd be able to get your money back instantly. People are going to get scammed in a way people have never been scammed before. And the people that are going to be the biggest targets, unfortunately, are our parents. It's going to be the people over 50 that are over 60 that are going to get scammed ridiculously because they aren't going to be able to know how to check if it's an AI video or if it's a real person or not. They're going to be talking to some AI bot thinking that it's someone that loves them or it's a long lost friend from school, and then that lost friend from school's in trouble and needs you to send them 10 grand or whatever. It's going to be bad. There's going to be dating sites that target elderly people that are lonely and just drain them of their money. And if we don't have controllable, programmable money, I don't know how you're going to get it back. So that's where I think it's important, because you can't put this AI back involved, unfortunately. Yeah, this is all made by AI. You can tell by the hair. Yeah, you can tell by the hands. So yeah, that's the part basically. And then the majority of this report repeats itself. It doesn't really say anything new. Overwhelm, misinformation, impact of bots. And if we go up, what does it say before? Impact of bots, overwhelm, misinformation. So yeah, it just kind of says the same thing over and over again. So very interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna read it again. But yeah, I'll put the link to it. And if anyone else notices or does get any, it's not a long read. It's quite a short read. So because it repeats itself. If anyone finds that it is also repeating itself, then yeah, we shout out Outlier Ventures there for cutting corners. But what I'll do is I'll just take questions for 10 minutes on absolutely anything, including technical analysis, which is very rare for me to do, for 10 minutes before I've got to shoot off and close down this event.
I just do not have the question on technical analysis, but I do have a question on the scams that you said about this. I mean, a couple of few minutes ago. Can you just aware us about some scams going on in the blockchain area, or in the blockchain technology, or in the crypto market? What kind of scams are being going on there?
One of the biggest scams that we get a lot of people coming to us saying that they've been scammed is people offering them investment opportunities on Telegram or WhatsApp. So some random person, and it's probably happened to people in this group as well, will start messaging you saying, yeah, welcome, come and join this Telegram group. Yeah, we're working with this world-class trader and look at all these gains that people are making. And it's off this thing called Bitcoin. Bitcoin is right. In fact, I had a lady message me the other day, right? And she was like, yeah, you know what? We are making amazing gains off Bitcoin. Do you want to invest with the hedge fund that's a Tiger Club and has worked with all these billionaires? And I was like, okay, cool. What kind of returns are you doing? And she was like, the returns that Bitcoin does. I was like, okay, cool. So my portfolio, some of the assets have done 300% in the last year. Can you beat that? And can you provide me evidence? She couldn't. But then she started saying to me, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Bitcoin is the greatest thing ever. send me your, why don't you just make a small deposit? Like nothing is going to be better than Bitcoin. Nothing is going to make more returns than Bitcoin this year. And I was like, it already has. What are you talking about? like my team, we're giving out assets on my webinar for free where people's portfolios are making more than Bitcoin. So what are you talking about? So yeah, I think that's one of the biggest scams is people getting involved that don't know anything about crypto, don't know anything, and people promise to get them in on Bitcoin. And because people don't know that you can buy it on Revolut, you can buy it on Coinbase, you can buy it freaking everywhere these days, they trust a random stranger to buy it for them. So they hand over this money for someone to buy them Bitcoin. They give them back a little bit of money once, and then they go, oh, yeah. Get out a loan, sell your house, remortgage your house, and then we can get 100 grand in on Bitcoin. And then imagine, look what you could make. You could triple your money and have 300 grand. And people actually do it. And people get mortgages. People sell their houses or remortgage their house or get out loans to buy Bitcoin off a complete stranger and never get the Bitcoin.
That's true. That's very naive of someone that that they do not put it on their exchange. I mean, on the exchanges, that on the accounts of their exchanges. So that's very naive. But
I would say it's naive, but I don't think it is. I think that's pretty standard. I think we are all more intelligent. Realize anyone that's on this call, you're in the top 0.1% of intelligent people on the planet. Probably even higher than that. Anyone,
I daily get see these people, but daily, from since I was in the Indian stock market, like a couple of past years before in the COVID times, I usually get to have these messages on my Insta, in my DMs and in my WhatsApp that you want to hop on calls, we can double your money, just pay us this much and that. I do, and when I researched about few things and all about from some gurus that told that you do not have to be dependent and you have to learn it by yourself, that how things work basically.
So and I think the problem is that people, these scammers, have videos that they're making using AI or pictures that they're making using AI to fake results.
Yeah, that's been happening from quite long, I think so.
Yeah, but the AI is just making it worse.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. It's about someone has to dig into themselves and then think if this is gonna be true or not. Any scams going on hiding in within the exchanges, within the exchange platforms where one could be safe from, while depositing money or...
I think inevitably there's going to be an exchange that's a scam. There's going to be tokens that are scams. It's just what happens. There's no regulation in it, so... Well, there's a lot of money to be made at the same time, so it's just what it is. But I'll take one more question. Is anyone else? A bit of a short one today.
So what advice would you give them to avoid these scams?
What advice would I give to avoiding scams? If you're a beginner and you know nothing about crypto, don't get into crypto, get into stocks, and then get into stocks that hold crypto. So you would buy things like Bitcoin mining companies, like Marathon that's been doing really well, like Core Scientific, like Coinbase, because number one, Coinbase has done more gains than Bitcoin anyway, and it's safer, and it's on a trusted platform.
Okay.
And once you start understanding it, slowly ease into crypto. You get your first bit of Bitcoin on Coinbase. You get your first bit of Ethereum on Revolut. And then now that you understand it, now you go and get into slightly more risky altcoins. Then you go to a DEX. Then you go to putting stuff on a ledger. Then you go into decentralized trading. You don't just... It's like people think that they can never invest in their life or never drive in their life and just sit in an F1 car and be okay. Would you put a 12-year-old in an F1 car?
No, obviously.
So, but that's
I think
what people.
people it's the fast money, and it's the idea of fast money. You know what I mean? And the people that don't know what they're doing, just being drawn to that. So
Yeah, that is what it is. Unfortunately, that is definitely what it is. People just and you know what? One of our greatest episodes that we ever did was with Emmanuel, the financial advisor, an actual good financial advisor, and he said something so true. If you can't afford the education, you can't afford the investment. Which I think is fair.
All right.
So that's why I say to people to stop themselves getting scammed. Is pay for your education first, because the money you pay for your education will make you more gains than anyway. But people don't want to do that.
Yes, bro. Okay, one last this question, a small slide question. I mean, what is your take on XRP on this bull run?
Okay, I'm gonna give you my total honest opinion.
Okay.
I have fought for a very long time and documented saying this many, many times, that XRP is designed to take money away from ethnic minority and people that don't understand investing. Because a lot of the people that are very bullish on XRP, in my opinion, tend to be from an ethnic minority background. I see large amounts of the Black community being very bullish on XRP. The same thing happened with all of these nodes that came up last year, the Klima DAO node and the Om nodes and the strong nodes and whatever. And I was like, this don't make sense. Why is it only Black people doing this and a few Asian people? And then what happened? Scam. XRP has the exact same people madly bullish. And so when this kind of thing happens, it just makes me very, very sus. Also, when you do the right technical analysis, XRP has been in a consistent downtrend since like 2018, but no one's realized it. You have to zoom out and you have to look on the 3-month candles, and then you'll see it. So yeah, do your research on that one. It has had a breakout out of that downtrend, so it may be about to explode, but I think it'll probably do 300, 500% gains, maybe 1,000%. But number one, I think there's bigger gains to be made out there. You would have made more money on Bonk. You could have made more money in the meantime on Coinbase and then you put your profits back in. You could have made more money on Nvidia and then put your money back in XRP. But because people are so blinded by XRP, people are just putting more and more of their money into XRP, and it's not moving, it's not going anywhere. Whereas I think a lot of people have got too much of their portfolio in it. I might be terribly wrong, and it might actually moon and do 100x, but it just doesn't make any logical sense, the concept of XRP. A lot of people are in XRP because they believe in decentralization, when the whole point of XRP is not decentralization. The whole thing they talk about is helping central banks move money. And then secondly, why, if your whole thing is to help central banks and big banks move money, you do it on the same payment rails that the public have got? They're not going to do that. They're going to create a private blockchain, and they've already created, Ripple Labs have already got a private blockchain. XRP was just a test net. So that's my piece on XRP.
Yeah, that's great, bro.
So I've got some, don't get me wrong, I've got some, but it's just not a huge position of my portfolio. Like, it's a very small part of my portfolio. It probably gets 5% of my portfolio is XRP. And then when it comes to my dollar cost averaging, it doesn't even get, it gets like 2% allocation. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm just not yeah, it's not the moonshot for me. Yeah, that's what I feel about it. But yeah, thank you everybody. Great episode. I've got to shoot. Manchester people, I will see you next week. God bless. Thank you everyone for turning up. I will create an NFT for today's episode and I will put it in the group. There'll be 10 of them available. They'll go out tonight.
Which group, bro?
Be in the WhatsApp.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay, WhatsApp group.
Yeah. See you in a bit. Bye bye.
See you later.
Bye.